What's up guys, welcome back. I'm sitting right between both of my Redcat Rampages. This is the XR Rally, this is the Redcat MT conversion. It's really an XT. Basically means it's not a real MT. What am I going to be talking about in this video? In the last part, I did a short introduction on an engine I have right in this box. This is a 32cc Rovan engine. Let me take it out of the box. I'm going to show you guys here a couple pictures how it was shipped. Yes, it came in this box. Don't worry about it. The engine is fine. Let's just take it out. Oh yeah. 32cc of Rovan high revving power. 8K RPM, red clutch spring, metal cogs in the pull start, a bunch of other features that are pretty cool. We are going to be looking inside the motor. I'm going to remove the spark plug. We're going to check to see the condition of the cylinder inside. We're going to take a look inside here. But for now, I just want to set this video up and tell you guys exactly why I'm probably getting squished by two Redcats right now. So the question is, which one of these should be getting this engine? Now, it's my opinion, it probably should be this one. Actually, when you look at it, it's bigger than this one. I know it's hard to believe. And it's actually really slow. My top speed on this one, I showed it to you guys in a previous video, was 26 miles an hour and then 29 miles an hour with the A and B gears in the differential flip. Basically, it's under 30 miles an hour with a 30cc engine that pretty much gave me only 13.3 thousand RPM. This particular one actually has a slightly modified engine, although it is a 30cc. We're going to take a look under the cover later. But the question is for you guys to decide, where do you want to see me put this 32cc engine? The Redcat Rally here or the fake MT over here? Either way, they are both going to be working. And by the way, this is the truck you saw in my video that had 3D printed balls in the back. I basically broke it. It was just so fast that my wheels, guys, you see this? The wheels are flapping. Yep, the wheels flew apart, the foams fell out. I do have the wheels on order. I have to replace some parts here, but this is gonna be a runner. It just needs a lot of work. That's why I really think that I should be putting this 32 into the Redcat Rally over here, because we need to be hitting at least 40 miles an hour. And now I choose between carrot juice and vodka. As I look over the engine, I do not see any damage of any kind. It is in ideal condition. Nothing is broken. You're probably asking yourself, how come I decided to go with the Rovan engine and not a Zenoa? Well, this is the cheapest one for the 32cc displacement, and that's a CY direct drop-in into this Redcat that I was able to find. Zenoas are really good. It is a company out of Tokyo, Japan, and people say that the CY engines, which these are CY, meaning Chung Yang. Yep, I know that means nothing to me too, but CY stands for Chung Yang. The problem is, these RCs here, the Redcats, come with HY. I do not know what the H stands for, but I'm quite sure that the Y is Yang as well, because I don't think there's any more Ys in engine technology. I guess they wanted to use up all the Yangs. The fact is, the HY engines, which the Redcats have, are extremely low RPM. I do not know the specifics of why that is the case. The Sweaty Potato Mayor, one of my YouTube subscribers and friends, he has one of these engines. He has a Redcat Rampage XT, and he's going to be doing a couple cool videos on his channel where he's going to be disassembling his factory 30cc Redcat motor. This is going to be producing those RPMs. The CY engines are pretty good with the RPMs. Some people say that the CYs, which are basically, you know, Baja style motors, are just clones of the Zenoa. Well, you know what I say to that? Good. I'm very happy that this cheap $110 engine is cloning a more high-end Zenoa. I do not really think that getting a Zenoa would have been in my best interest here, because I don't want to modify anything, and the Zenoas, they need slight modifications to the clutch bolts. It's a little bit different millimeter size. Some of the fan housings are a little bit different. So this is a direct drop into any Baja and any, you know, 30 or 32cc Rampage. That's really the reason that I went with this engine. Let me give you a quick overview of this Redcat. I've talked about it in previous videos, but let me remove the body and show you exactly what I'm talking about in terms of the motor. By the way, this one has the really expensive, overpriced, and broken 2-speed. This is a complete center diff unit. The last I saw on eBay, these were selling for like in the low 200 to 300 range. I gotta get this 2-speed to finally shift one day. But for now, let's just talk about the engine. So I actually thought this was a stock 30cc, but if you look close on the head right over there, it says 28 to 36 Chung Yang. That's right, so this engine head is actually not from the original motor. On this side of the engine, it's missing the sticker here in the front. This is just, a user applied Redcat sticker. This really tells me nothing. I really think this is the stock 30cc engine this thing came with. Why? Because you guys see that right there? It says HY and a whole bunch of numbers. What matters is the HY. Only these Redcats came with the HY engines, and they're all really, really low RPM. The only saving grace on this truck here is the fact that the head looks like it was upgraded to a larger displacement head. Maybe even some other internals were changed. I don't know. You guys see right there, it says 28 to 36 Chung Yang. And as you could tell, the cast of the head is completely different than the rest of the coloring of the motor. Forget the dirt. The coloring is completely different, and of course it says Chung Yang. Now you saw the sticker on the back, it said HY. When it says HY, it's clearly not a CY. I think this motor has had a good amount of work done to it. I don't know exactly to what extent, but this was a really expensive upgrade. The fact that it doesn't work, it's probably fixable, but the rest of the chassis is pretty much stock other than the front aluminum steering system here. This thing looks like it should be doing about 40 to 45. I know. So this engine, what I'm hoping is to get at least 17,000 RPM out of the CY motor here in the back. That is going to give me over 40 miles an hour on this rally right here. The handling characteristics on this are honestly really, really good. The chassis is solid, the wheels are good, and I like the way it looks. I even like the fact that it's actually a large body compared to what you see here, which is a monster truck. Guys, do you see literally how I'm sitting? The Rally is a huge RC.
You think you know me?
Price-wise, this was, I think I paid $600. I had some coupons, so I wound up paying in the low 500s on eBay at the time. So it's actually fairly expensive compared to a Rovan, but this is a four-wheel drive car, and it's good looking. The only problem is the motor. Extremely low RPM engines in these. Now, I don't know how the 32cc Redcats are, but the 30cc, gutless, complete disaster. So if you upgrade it to any kind of Rovan motor, I would even get a 29 if I were you. In this case, I wound up getting a 32 just because it was a good promotion at the time. Many of you guys keep asking me, where is that 49cc scooter? Well, the scooter is right here. It's in this box. Here is my Traxxas Nitro V. And this right here is an RC that I've had for quite some while, just haven't had time to do a video on it. It is an old King Motors Baja with a lot of upgrades. It's even got front disc brakes here. Eventually, I will be doing a video on this. I just don't have the time right now. I think I've been reading way too many of my old RC magazines. This is a 1999 issue. Man, I love these things. Any page you flip to, there's something that I can instantly recognize and like. You see, do I like that? Actually, no, not really. Let's see, what else am I gonna like here? Oh, Reedy Motors. Yep, I like these already. Great magazine. Great magazine. What's this? A tank? Guys, I actually just got a tank. It's gonna be in an upcoming video. Let's see what else I got over here before we get to the scooter, you know? Oh yeah, an old car action magazine right here. The ones I really care and treasure are in Ziploc bags, guys. That's how you gotta treat them. This is a September 2002 issue. Remote car action magazine. Honda Civic on the front. Hot bodies. HPI Nitro RS43 Type SS. Reedy, Tamiya. Man, this is the golden heyday of RC right here. You flip open, you're gonna see a Nitro car. This is a Trinity Nitro Reflex NT. 10th scale touring car. Really, really nice. Oh man, I like this right here. Nitro giant trucks. Can't go wrong with those. Reedy, of course. Electric truck somewhere here. Let's see. Oh man. Look at this. XTM X Terminator. I actually have a newer version of the XTM buggy, but I liked XTM as a brand. You know, they used to think outside the box. They had this huge engine here, which they called the XTM 24.7. Man, when you heard the 24.7, you just wanted to rip some nitro fuel. You know what I'm saying? Like, their marketing was spot on. The prices on their kind of inferior quality were really, really high, and I think that is what did them in. But guys, oh man, I actually used to have this. What is this? It's a Hot Bodies Lightning RR. So Hot Bodies is a brand, I think HPI acquired them in like 2002 or something. I actually had this back when I was like first getting into RC. And yes, I started off with nitro. I had the same exact one. I wound up selling it for like 75 bucks. I gotta say, this engine in there, it could never start. It was probably the least reliable engine I've ever had in any nitro car ever. So man, I'm kind of happy I got rid of it. We got some Sens over here. This is back when Sen was actually producing kind of cool, funny looking bodies. I mean, look at their rendition of the Porsche. It's just kind of really funny looking. I mean, if they were cheaper, maybe Sen would be way more popular. Now, don't get me wrong. They made some popular ones that were really fast, but they were big bucks. Oh, wow. Here we go. The Reader's Car Action Truck of the Year for 2002. The Team Losi Triple X NT Sport. Man, I have one of these, but not the sport model. These are really, really nice. I know some of my subscribers, you guys have these. They had these JR radios. I honestly was not a fan of the JR radio. They were really hard to figure out anything in terms of electronics, and your tuning was just complicated. Man, I can be going through these Nitro magazines forever. Now, it's ironic that I actually call them Nitro magazines because they're not Nitro magazines. They both have Nitro and Electric, but for me, that's just kind of what it is. What else we got over here? This is a July 2000 issue. Radio Control Car Action magazine. We got some buggies. We got a what looks like an HPI, I think, over here. Let's open it up. What do we got going on here? Oh man, Duratrack Street Force. Many of you guys don't even know what this is, I guarantee you, but I'm a connoisseur of weird Nitro RC history, and the Duratrack Street Force is one of those weird RCs. I always wanted one of these, and in fact, I am probably going to buy one of these sooner or later, so stay on the lookout on my channel. What do we got over here? We got an Offna Pirate. These are actually kind of cool. I mean, I hate wheels like this. They wear out really, really quick. There are many versions of the Offna Pirate. There's the Offna Monster Pirate, the Offna Pirate 10. It's very complicated how they named them. The HPI Nitro MT. This is one of the coolest HPIs I think that money could have bought at that time. A four-wheel drive stadium truck like this was probably the epitome of, you know, nitro off-roading at that time, because monster trucks, they were popular, but the Savage wasn't out yet. The T-Max was basically just starting to come out, but the HPI Nitro MT predates the Traxxas T-Max. What else we got over here? Blah, blah, blah. I don't know really anything about this right here. We're just going to skip it. Of course, we got some buggies. Man, I can go through this forever. I think this is the first Tamiya Nitro truck. It's called the Mad Bison. And it really wasn't popular because it was pretty underpowered. At this time, like, trucks had tiny engines. Guys, this has a 0.15 nitro engine for a 4x4, you know, I guess you would call it a monster truck, but they just were kind of underpowered at that time. Alright, enough magazines. Let me give you a quick peek at the scooter. I haven't even really done anything to it. It's still packed. I literally just opened up the tape on the box just to check inside to make sure everything is here. And yeah, everything was there. I can confirm it. Just gonna give you guys a small little sneak peek here. We got a tire, disc brake. This looks like the chain drive, the motor assembly. Yeah, everything is normal. I'm not going to disassemble this now because there's a whole bunch of instructions here for the scooter. The box is relatively huge. You could tell it's enormous compared to the Traxxas Nitro V, but not that much bigger than the original King Motors Baja right over there. So there's a quick look at some updates I have currently working on, and unfortunately it's occupying my weight bench. How am I going to lift this 225 later? Welcome to the Haters Corner, the section of my video where I respond to one hater comment. Now keep in mind, I don't mind constructive criticism comments, those are welcomed. This particular one is a hater comment and I'm sure you'll see why. I'm gonna read it off my computer here. Yeast Pack, this guy's called Yeast Pack, says, "You are not just a clown, you are the entire circus." So this video is actually a previous video that I've made quite a while ago, and I will not allow anybody to disrespect my Prius. That is just not gonna happen. The reason I have so many RCs is because I use apps, I save money on coffee, and I get over 50 miles per gallon on my Prius. So Yeast Pack, are you trying to say that you do not want me to get any more nitro gas RCs? Well, my dude, that ain't gonna happen. So guys, this is what I responded with. I said, I am gonna have to disagree. I never accepted money from any circus, and I don't own a red nose. So there it is. The proof is in the comment. I never sent money to a circus. I never accepted money from a circus. I don't own a giant red nose. So how am I a clown, Yeast Pack? I want a response from you, but hey, I'm pretty sure you're not gonna watch any more of my videos because you're probably not a subscriber. Congratulations, Yeast Pack. You've successfully made it to this week's Haters Corner. No, you didn't provide any constructive criticism. That's why you ended up where you did. So listen, if you want to respond back, go ahead and do so. I don't see a red nose here. I don't have any paychecks from, the circus. And in fact, I don't even like the circus. I like RCs and MPGs. And now I'm going to go eat something. See you later.